full moon in Sidereal Scorpio. Sun is moving into Gemini, and we've got Saturn retrograde. Hey, my friend, this is our energy forecast for the week of June 13th through the 19th. 2022. Hey, my name is Danny Simunis, your spiritual designer, helping you find clarity on your spiritual journey. One of my favorite things to do is help people understand who they are through the lens of astrology, and then unpack all those paradigms, beliefs, things that no longer serve us, like past lives, generational paradigms, ancestral patterns. We help clear that out so that you can design a life that absolutely honors you. My apologies for that. That was my phone ringing. So, welcome. If you are new here. Hey, how's it going? I do these energy forecasts every single week. We're going to talk about where our moon is, where it is in our sky this week, so we know where our emotional energy will be. We're also going to talk about our full moon that is actually happening today as this is being recorded. Well, it's kind of like overnight. So this was an overnighter. So Monday, Tuesday, you're probably feeling this energy. And then, and so we're talking the 13th and 14th of June. We're also going to talk a little bit about some of the things that are happening in our sky to pay attention to, so that, again, we work with the energy and not against it, right? We know what's going on. I have a lot of clients that they are curious about all this information. Some of them want to go further and learn about their natal chart, break it all down and really understand it. And so I have the Nurture Your Star series that actually is starting in July 5th. It's an 8-week course where we are going to dive into the natal chart, really to understand all the little nuances of the natal chart, give you a really good foundation of how to read it and how to understand your specific blueprint. We're also going to be sharing all about how to use the essential oils within that to balance those, because if you have been around here long enough, you know that I'm a fan. Like, I literally have 2 roller balls and our oil of the week here on my desk, because I literally use these every single day. So we're going to also talk about that in that Nurture Your Star series. So if you're somebody that wants to learn more, definitely there's a link down in the description box for you. Now, the other thing is I also have clients that are like, cool, Danny, I don't really want to learn all this stuff, but I do want to know what's going on. And so this is what these energy forecasts are. So whether you're a student of mine who is learning, or whether you are somebody that's just like super curious and interested about what is going on, but don't want to learn all the details, this is the weekly video. This is the channel for you, because we break this down every single week. All right, so that's a little bit about me, and that's a little bit about where we're going. So grab your notebook, grab some water, tea, protein shake, juice, whatever you're drinking today, because we are getting started. Now, let me go ahead and share my screen so that we can check out what our sky is doing. So for those of you that, have been with me for a bit and, recognize this baby right here, this is our chart for Monday the 13th. This is at 9 a.m. and we are looking at a couple different things here. So first, I want to start off with our moon, because we always want to know where our energy is going to be, right? Our emotional energy, because our emotions drive us, especially if you are, one of those water signs that is definitely driven by energy. But everybody is affected by this energy, okay? So first off, we start this week, as you can see, our moon is down here. So we look for this little crescent moon here. So down here, it is in the sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio, let's talk about Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign. So when we talk about water signs, we are talking about emotions. Scorpio is our sign that likes to go beneath the surface, that really likes to get under things and kind of pull things up to the surface. it loves to like deep dive. It's like that deep dive researcher. Okay, so I am my one of my guilty pleasures is to watch the Hallmark channel. Now, the Hallmark channel came out with now let me just tell you, I'll just be straight up. It is definitely guilty pleasure, but I'm very conscious of the messaging that is coming through those movies. Okay, so I want to point that out right now because I have an energy protection class coming up on Tuesday night, and so it's one of the things I'm going to talk about to protect yourself. So I'm very aware. So I want to be conscious of what the messaging is that I'm receiving, and blocking that out or reversing that. However, it is a guilty pleasure of mine, right? It's something that I absolutely enjoy, just kind of just hanging out and just kind of watching it. Kind of something that's a little bit background noise for me at times. So they have a channel. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean, right? Like, let me know if you know what I mean. So they have a channel called Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, right? So it's like a subdivision of Hallmark. And one of the things that I love, I love Cameron. Oh my God, Cameron Bure. I can't think of her name from Fuller House. She's one of my favorite. I loved her back in Full House. I enjoyed watching her in Fuller House, the Tanner Girls, right? And so she is the star in one of these like mystery shows. And her character, Aurora Teagarden, is definitely somebody who is like Scorpio driven, right? It's that detective. It is that going in and trying to figure out why this murder happened or what's behind it. And she's super curious. And just like she does not take the front layer, she digs deeper and deeper and deeper. And so like it's this 2-hour movie about her discovering and her uncovering what this what happened. And so I very much think of Scorpio because even that too, the death, right, that it's the murder of somebody, that is dark. That's a dark energy. That is definitely Scorpio. And I'm not saying that Scorpio's dark, right? That okay, anybody who's a Scorpio, you're dark. No, I'm saying that it's dealing with things that are not like so everyday surface, right? If you think about death is there's different ways we can think about death, right? Death of self, but also death of things, death of parts of self, right? We release things, we transform things. If you're somebody who if you're watching these videos, then I know you are somebody who is on a spiritual journey, who is unraveling things, right? You're breaking those generational paradigms, those ancestral paradigms, right? Those familial lines. Like, you're the pattern breaker. I'm the pattern breaker. We're the pattern breakers here. We're breaking those lines. And so I know that you've gone through things, right? You've dug up some stuff so that you can awaken to the beauty that is actually there, right? That soul evolution that we came here, that we chose to come here to do. So that is definitely what the Scorpio energy is. Now, Monday, Tuesday, we will be in that Scorpio energy. Actually, we were in it Sunday, Monday, and then just the early beginnings of Tuesday will be in that energy, and then we'll be moving into Sagittarius. So our full moon, right, that takes place kind of overnight. It's it's like a midnight central time. It's like early, like 1 o'clock. 1:30 Eastern time. So it's very early in the morning. So it is really much coming over Monday, Tuesday night. So this full moon is asking you to dig deep. And because we have our sun sign, right? So it's opposite. A full moon is an opposition between the sun and the moon. They're opposite each other in the sky. So if you were to go out and look around sunset, you'll see, or even sunrise, you'll see like the sun in the east, right? And you'll see the moon in the west. And you'll see as the sun's rising, the moon is kind of going down, but they're on opposite sides of each other, right? So like in the morning right now, I can go outside my front door and I can see the sun on my east and I can see the moon in the west. They're opposite each other. And so because they are opposite each other, they're in opposite zodiac signs. So Taurus is where our sun's at right now. And our moon is in Scorpio, opposite signs. So Taurus is an earth sign. It's grounded. It's a stable sign. It loves all things comfy. It loves to like be comforted and comfortable, right? And Scorpio, this full moon is like, you're too comfy, my friend. What are you doing? You want these things, but you're staying on your couch. You're not doing anything. So what are those beliefs? What are those ideas? What are those paradigms that need to come up to the consciousness, right? Come up so that we can work through them, right? A full moon is about releasing, and it's also about celebrating. So I want you to first celebrate what it is. And if you're watching this a couple of days from now, after this full moon has happened, we're in this period for about 48 to 72 hours. It'll just start to wane a bit, but we're in this energy. So it doesn't matter, my friend. It doesn't matter. Intention is powerful. Use this energy to ask yourself, what am I celebrating right now? What have I gone through that I can celebrate? What have I pushed through? What have I realized? Like, what is new for me here? And then also, what am I releasing? What am I letting go? What am I saying goodbye to? What is no longer serving me, right? So you can set that intention to say, I release with this full moon, right? With this full moon in Scorpio, I ask to be released of anything that is not serving my greatest and highest good. I release anything that is keeping me stuck. I am ready to release it now. I'm ready to release any deep hidden fears that I have consciously and unconsciously, any doubts, any hesitations, I release them now, right? We can use this energy to do that. Okay, so if you have any more questions, or if you want to share what you're releasing, go ahead and share it down in the comments. I'd love to hear. All right, so let's talk about, now that we get out of that full moon energy and we're moving in, right, to the rest of the week, we're moving in with some really powerful fire energy of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so it's all about expanding, growing. So this is a really beautiful combo of us releasing to expand, releasing to expand. So release, right? Release with this full moon so that you can use this energy Tuesday through Thursday to expand. How can you expand? How can you take action? Now that you've released this fear, this doubt, this worry, these beliefs that are keeping you stuck, what can you go out and do right now, right? Action. It's great to write it down. It's great to think about it. It's great to learn about it. But what's your action? What are you now going to do? What is a small, tiny little action that you can take? Okay. Now we then move in. So this is about mid-afternoon Thursday to Friday. Will be in our Capricorn energy, which is that earth energy, that grounded, stable, long-term, goal-oriented energy. So this is, oh my goodness, I love this energy that we're in, because we're releasing, we're expanding, and we're grounding it in. Grounding whatever it is that you're shifting, we're grounding that in for long term. So we're releasing those beliefs, we're releasing those things that are keeping us stuck. And with Taurus, it could be around money. It could be in relationships. It could be about stability, security, right? It could be about those things. It doesn't have to, but it could be about those things, right? So we release those, we take action, and we ground in like our plans for the future, for how we're going to use this now moving forward, how we're going to keep going with these actions, because Sagittarius can be fleeting, right? Fire energy can be fleeting. The earth energy is what grounds it in and really creates that plan for the long term. And then finally, we end this weekend in our Aquarius energy. This is our air energy. And Aquarius energy is the rebellion. It's the rebel energy of like, I'm gonna fly my freak flag. I'm gonna fly my shiny like way of being. Like, I am me, right? I'm separate from, although I am part and I look out for the greater good, I am separate from. So this is really beautiful too, right? Because we're acknowledging, because let me tell you, you know this, if you've been doing some work on yourself, if you've been on this journey, you know that sometimes like not everybody's going to get it. And it can be a little like, I'm having to shift these relationships because I see them differently. I'm different. They're different. And maybe they haven't changed, but you see them differently now because you're more aware of certain things, right? And so it can feel a little isolating. It can feel a little lonely, but you know that you're doing this work for the greater good because you change, your environment changes. You change, the people around you change, right? You can serve the greater good by working on you. So we can use this Aquarius energy to stand in who we are, doing it our own way that not everybody's going to understand. And that's okay. My friend, I understand. I got your back. I'll support you all the way. I get it. I 100% get it. So go out there and do it, however it is that you want to do it. Okay. All right. So we talked about our moon energy. We talked about our full moon. Now let's talk about our sun, because our sun is changing signs. Our sun is moving from that stable, comfortable Taurus, where we've got to like, kind of relax after that Aries. And we're moving into Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. It's more thinking, right? It's more in the thinking realm. It's ruled by Mercury. So there's more learning here. There's more sharing here. There's more thinking here. We're like, what? More thinking? Yes. This is also really social energy. So you may be feeling like, I want to get out there. I want to be around people. I want to socialize. I want to hang out with people. I want to hang out with my people, right? The people that like get me, that I don't have to be a certain way around. I could just be me, right? Like it's getting out there. Now, the really beautiful thing about Gemini is they're super curious, right? They love to learn and they love to share. So you may be drawn to doing things because this is our conscious energy, right? We may be drawn to doing things that are going to feed that to us, right? The other really cool thing is that Gemini is a mutable sign, which means it is flexible. It is adaptable. It can ride the like waves as things are coming. It can adapt to certain situations really easily. One of the oils that I absolutely love for Gemini is adaptive, because it amplifies that adaptiveness, that flexibility that they have. Now, oftentimes people will say, oh, Geminis are so flaky, right? They're this way over here, this way over here. You know, who really are they? They're two-sided, right? There's all these negative. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. What I believe, and maybe it's because I'm an optimist, and maybe it's because I see things from that positive lens. I see Gemini though as somebody who can see both sides and can work within them, can adapt through, right? And we need that, especially when we're on a spiritual journey and going through all this craziness, and then amplified by what's currently going on in our world. Who would be better than a Gemini, the Gemini season, to teach us to be flexible, to teach us to be adaptable, to not get stuck and not be rigid. Now, Taurus can be very rigid, very stuck, can be stuck in their ways. I just realized my mic is like way down here. You might not be able to hear me as well. Well, this might be better. I'm just going to have to hold it because I think I just messed it up. There you go. Somebody asked me the other day, do you like edit these videos? And I was like, nope, I do them live. So here is a prime example of me doing this live. All right. So Gemini, we can use this, right? Taurus is very rigid. Taurus can be very stuck. So somebody like me, I'm a sun in Taurus. I can use this energy to allow myself to just have fun, to be adaptable, to go with the flow, to not try to control everything, right? But just be with it, right? If you hold yourself back, right? If you're somebody that's like constantly holding yourself back, you can use Gemini to help set yourself free. How do things that are fun and freeing, like break through those prison walls and just enjoy, be curious, right? You're going to find that you're going to be more curious this season. Now, the next thing that I want to say, if this is normally you, if you're normally like you're in this super, you're a Gemini, or you've got some Gemini sun, moon, or rising sign, or you've got prominent energy in Gemini, then this energy is your energy. It's powerful energy for you. Use it. Use it to your advantage. Use it to whatever it is that you're working on, because this is like, these are glory days for you. Okay. All right. So the last thing I want to talk about really quick is, for one, I want to talk about our oil of the week. And then I want to just remind you of a couple of things we do also have going on in our sky. So this, if you can see, or do I have it upside down? Yeah, I do. Right here, black spruce is what it is. It's kind of hard to see here. Black spruce. So let me tell you a little bit about black spruce and why I chose black spruce, because this is the oil of stability. Black spruce is a grounding and stable oil. So it models for us how to persevere through the storms. So with this, think about this, with this Scorpio full moon, allowing us to pull up the things that we need to pull up and transform that energy. Black spruce is the oil to do that. It's to help get in there, to regenerate, to renew, which is what Scorpio is all about. It's that transformation energy, to bring things up, to bring the roots, to pull the roots out so that we can work with them and release them. Right? So this is the oil to help with like extreme mood swings, to bring more balance and moderation into your life. This is the oil for you. Okay. And this really does work with the subconscious, which is one of the other reasons why I love this. So black spruce, you can learn more about that down in the description box. Okay. So final thing I want to say is we've got Uranus conjunct Venus, remember? So this is that change and excitement with love and money going on, unexpected changes happening. And we've also got Mars conjunct Chiron, right? So these things are coming to the surface. These past things are coming up, right? All along with the Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. Remember, this is the taking action, releasing that stuff, letting it all go, my friend. Okay, let it all go. All right, my friend, that is it for us today. This has been your energy forecast for June 13th through the 19th. I hope you have a fabulous week. Let me know down in the comments what you're releasing with this full moon. And as always, remember, close your eyes and take a deep breath and find peace.